Fishyaker.com, the original kayak rigging video series.
Hey guys, it's John Oast from Fishyaker.com. If you're like me, you like to experiment with different types of actions in your soft plastics. Well, you probably have something sitting all around your house, in your toolboxes, in drawers, in the basement, in the garage, you name it, that really come in handy. Nails. All different sizes, styles of nails, different types of work. What I do, I get a couple of different types of nails. I'll take some that are small if I want small weight, or I'll take some larger ones and take wire cutters and bolt cutters to them and cut them into sections. They come in really handy. Depending on what type of soft plastic you have, it works on pretty much any type you're going to have in your tackle box. It gives it a different action under the water. It can also make it drop quicker on the sink rate. All you have to do is simply take, again, depending on what you're using, part of a nail, a whole nail, depending on how large or how small they are, your size, your soft plastic, or how much weight you want to add. Just simply take that nail or that piece of a nail, and all you're doing is simply working it into the plastic itself. You can have it in the tail of the lure, have the tail drop quicker, or to get a different action to it when you're working the soft plastic, you can put it in the head to make it drop quicker. If you're putting it in the head or you're putting it near the hook, just be sure that it's going to not mess up the hook set. So it's not going to interfere with the barb of the hook, the point of the hook when you're actually setting it. So you might want to use a smaller nail or part of a nail when you're putting it up front, or in the center to make it drop and fall quicker in the center. All sorts of different things. If you have shad patterns, things like that, you can put them in the tails to get them to work differently. You can experiment with it. You may simply want it just to make it drop quicker. You may not want to put as much weight in it to use, say, a shaky head or a jig head or a bullet weight. Just a little bit quicker drop, a little bit different sink rate. So these come in really handy. Like I said, I typically get a lot of smaller finishing nails. I can use a whole finishing nail. I'll take a larger finishing nail and I'll cut them into pieces. Standard nails, I'll cut the heads off of them. Sometimes the head can come in handy. It depends on how much weight you want to have. You can experiment with different types of nails. Again, if you put like a galvanized nail in it, it might not rust as fast. But most of these types of nails, they're going to rust over time. If you leave them in the bottom of your tackle box, they're going to rust also. So all I really do, I cut them into pieces, or I get the individual nails, and I'll go to my local craft store or the arts and crafts section in my local department store, and I'll pick up these in bulk. They're the small little Ziplocs, these little zipper seal baggies. I use these also when I'm tying flies and tying jig heads and stuff like that, and I'll keep those in there. But what I do, I simply get the nails and little pieces of nails and the pointy areas, pointy pieces and such, and I'll keep them inside one of these little Ziplocs, and I'll throw the whole bag inside my tackle box. Because these things start to rust, it's not going to get rust on your tackle box, it's not going to spread to your other lures, and it's all right in here. And again, you probably got these sitting around your house, even the small ones like you might use to put pictures up on your walls. They come in really handy. So just grab a few of them, keep them in your tackle box. If you want to get a little bit of different action in your soft plastic, or get it to drop quicker or drop differently on the sink rate, test it out. Try them. Try them in the different parts of the lure. Add a big one, a little one. Experiment with them. Just remember, they will rust on you. So if you leave them in your soft plastics, you plan to use that soft plastic again, you're going to have some rust inside of it, some rust marks. So I simply cut a whole bunch of them. They're so cheap anyway, and when they start to rust out on me, I chuck them. And a lot of times I'm only going to get one use out of the soft plastics anyway. But they come in really handy. So take a look in your toolbox and grab a few nails. They always come in handy. And keep them in a little Ziploc bag. Keep them inside your tackle box and use them. It might be just a little ticket for you to get just enough different action in your soft plastics to turn the bite on when they weren't biting before. Hope this tip helps you out. As always, please be sure to subscribe to the Fishyaker YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and we'll catch you on the water.